How's it going, guys? Nintendo Enthusiast here. Today I wanted to do an update video on my Hori Split Pad Pro attachment controller for the Nintendo Switch. I basically just wanted to talk about my experience with this over the past 6 months, and I must say, it's been attached to my Switch probably 95% of the time since I got it. This is my favorite way to play Switch on the go. It has completely replaced my Joy-Con. So for starters, a lot of the comments I've been getting on my original review that I'll be sure to show at the end of this video is that people are getting Joy-Con drift, or they're worried that if they get them, they're going to get Joy-Con drift. I personally haven't had any Joy-Con drift issues at all with these. And like I said, I've used them a lot and they've been attached to my Switch pretty much almost the entire 6 months since I got them. So I'm not saying the Joy-Con drift issues don't exist for the Split Pad Pro, but I personally haven't had any problems. Second off, you might be wondering about durability. How have they held up over the past 6 months? My situation is a little different because I have 2 young kids who like to play my Switch all the time, so they're constantly clanking it and clanking it against stuff, and when I see that happen, I screech, I get really scared, but these things are apparently tanks because they can withstand any type of crazy falls or hits against the wall. As you can see, I have a scuff on the side of one of them, but honestly, they're kind of a good test to see how things will hold up. So in terms of durability and withstanding the torture of 2 young kids, the Split Pad Pro is also awesome in that category. Now, one thing that you'll hear me talk about in my review that I'm about to show you is the turbo button and how I used to think people didn't really use it that much. Turns out I was way wrong. You guys all in the comments told me how wrong I was. Apparently, the turbo button is really popular, especially for side scrollers that make you press the A button over and over. So yeah, if you were on the fence about getting the Hori Split Pad Pro for the Nintendo Switch, I can't recommend it enough. This is my favorite way to play Switch on the go. Now let's just jump on into my original review. Hori's goal with the Split Pad Pro was to offer a full-sized controller feel for portable gaming Switch owners. I'm happy to say that the company succeeded with this new Joy-Con replacement accessory. The Split Pad Pro is without a doubt one of the most comfortable and versatile ways to play Switch, but it comes with a few annoyances. Let's jump in. First off, if you have big hands and you felt the Joy-Con were too small for you, the Split Pad Pro is certainly the best option. It's bulky and fills the palms with satisfying grips. As someone with medium-sized hands, the attachment still rests comfortably in my hands as well. However, if you have small hands, it'll likely be hard to play with the Split Pad Pro. Speaking of size, the Split Pad Pro adds a hefty amount of length to the Switch. Taking this accessory on the go with your Nintendo Switch might be tough, and you must have ginormous pockets if you're thinking about fitting this in them. Not only does it add a significant amount of length to the Switch, but it's also quite thick. However, if you often play your Switch portably from the comfort of your home, that is where the Split Pad Pro is the most enjoyable. Whether it's resting on the table in front of you or on your lap, it's simply heaven for the hands. The extra additions to the Split Pad Pro are the rear buttons and the turbo button. I love being able to assign the rear buttons to jump and reload in games. Never having to take your thumbs off the sticks is simply fantastic. This is a feature I hope next generation consoles include in the default controllers. As for the turbo button, I never have any reason to use it. I'm not quite sure anyone does, honestly, which begs the question why controller manufacturers continue to put it on the controllers. Either way, the rear buttons are a fantastic addition. Not only that, but the placement of the rear buttons make them comfortable to press as well. Much like the rest of the controller, the joysticks are supersized, not to the point of being uncomfortable though. The texture of the sticks is smooth and pleasant to the touch. However, if your hands tend to get sweaty during your gaming sessions, like mine do every now and then, the smooth texture of the sticks might be an issue. All the buttons on the Split Pad Pro are comfortable to use. The D-pad is mushier than it is clicky, which may or may not be a negative for you. However, one thing I adore is the placement of the D-pad. It's just far away from the edge of the grip so you don't have to arch your thumb uncomfortably, which is a common complaint about the Joy-Con. The shoulder buttons also have a bit of mush to them. Luckily, the face buttons click exactly how you would expect. I have no major gripes about the Split Pad Pro's buttons or sticks, but they also don't stand out to me as exceptional. The Split Pad Pro only works in portable mode, which is a bit of a letdown, especially considering it's meant to replace the Joy-Con. Luckily, you can still dock your Switch while it's attached to your console, although I must admit, it looks sorta silly bulging out of the sides of your Switch dock. Do you constantly play your Switch portably from the comfort of your home? If so, then the Split Pad Pro is definitely worth looking into. However, those hoping to game with it on the go outside of the house should proceed with caution. The Split Pad Pro is a chunky piece of tech. At the same time, it's too damn comfy not to recommend to all Nintendo Switch enthusiasts. Thanks a lot for watching. Be sure to let me know what you think. Have you gotten your hands on the Split Pad Pro yet? Let me know down in the comments section below. Hit that like button if you enjoyed this video, that thumbs down if you didn't, and if you're feeling generous, hit that subscribe button and notifications bell. Thanks a lot. I will talk to you guys later.